The Happytime Murders is directed by Brian Henson, the son of Jim Henson, and it stars Melissa McCarthy and Bill Barretta as the voice of Philip Phillips. The film set in a world where puppets are alive and live among us humans in society. However, they are also victims of bigotry and racism, just like many members of our real-life society. And when the puppet cast of an 80s children's TV show called the Happytime Gang start getting murdered one by one, a puppet private investigator teams up with his former police team partner, and they are forced to team up to investigate this case. Now, this film has much promise in it. It's directed by the son of the greatest puppeteer of all time, the guy who came up with the Muppets, with Sesame Street, with the Dark Crystal, with the puppets in Labyrinth. Brian Henson has a good eye for directing, at least when it comes to puppets and their physical comedy. There's a lot of inventive stuff in this film that I was really surprised by. I really enjoy our main character, Philip Phillips. I like how they go in a noir direction with this guy and how well he is actually inserted into the real world. The chemistry between him and Melissa McCarthy in this film is also really great. The relationship between these two is what works for me in the film. And the mystery, at least in the beginning, and the film is damn funny. Many times throughout this film, I had my gut about to burst because I was laughing so much. The film really goes for its raunchiness, and if you're having a rated R comedy, really go for it. And I admire how much this film went for it. They did not hold any punches back, and I really enjoy that, because if you're fighting to get a rating, if you're fighting to do something so different, you better well do it. And they did it. I was satisfied with the comedy in this film. I was satisfied with how well the puppets interacted with humans. However, this film falls flat by the end because, number one, the story runs dry before the movie is over, and so you spend the last half an hour of this film knowing exactly what's going to happen, pinpoint by pinpoint. There is no surprising beat coming. However you are expecting this to go, it will go that way. It's a mystery that works at the beginning, as I mentioned, but eventually you put one piece of the puzzle together and it all fits. And it's too much coincidence, it's too much connections that feel so necessary for the story to work. They feel like a stretch as a whole. And this world, despite being interesting visually and conceptually, they never really explain it. The world building in Happytime Murders is really weak. It reminded me of Bright last year, where you have this magnificent world that you could explore so well. As I mentioned, these puppets are victims of bigotry, racism, but the movie never goes there. Joel McHale, he was useless in this film. His character was doing nothing in this film. The jokes with him don't work. And Melissa McCarthy, I like the relationship she has with Philip Phillips, but at points it felt like the Tammy Melissa McCarthy. 60% of her in this film I would describe as the good Melissa McCarthy, as the Melissa McCarthy from Spy. Happytime Murders is a movie that I could recommend to you if it's on Netflix. If you want to chill out and have a laugh for 90 minutes, you will. This movie will make you laugh. It's pretty damn funny. However, the story really doesn't work. The suspense runs dry. There's a good relationship, and for at least the beginning, there's a good mystery, but it just doesn't hold up by the end, and you don't see any replay value in it. Unfortunately, I have to say that the Happytime Murders, whether you watch it or not, your heart will go on. But what did you guys think of the Happytime Murders? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Do you want to see more movies like this with puppets? Let me know your pitches for those movies in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Once again, I have many reviews coming, so I hope to see you there. And so until the next review, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button, click the bell, and please do consider supporting me on Patreon. I would very much appreciate it. And if you do, we can be geeky united!